Good morning, my name's Tom with Holman RV. I'll be doing a walk around your brand new hideout this morning, and we'll get started over here on the passenger side. Up front we have your freshwater fill. If you're at a campsite that does not have a full hookup with water, you can put water in here. It goes to your onboard tank. Your onboard tank has a demand pump that will distribute the water once you turn on a faucet or flush a toilet, and then turn off when you shut the valve off. Also located over here is access to your onboard antenna, and then outlet for to hook up your TV if you want to watch TV outside. Before we go any further, I want to talk about your awning. I have your awning all the way out. It's a very nice awning. It is shade control only. Do not leave it out in stormy weather, rainy weather. It's not built for that. It's built just to give you shade. So at night, bring it in. If you feel a storm coming on, bring it in. And if you're not around the unit, if you're out sightseeing, bring it in. Yeah, you never know when a storm's going to crop up. Also, a maintenance situation on your roof. You have a solid membrane on your roof. It goes from front to back, side to side. Everything that comes up through the roof has Dicor sealant around it, as well as its front and rear seams. Dicor is a brand name. They make a lot of things for campers. They make this caulking that's non-silicone. Do not use any silicone on that roof. It will eat through the membrane. Located here, you have your furnace exhaust. It does get hot. I do have it on. It's a little chilly this morning, so it's working properly. You may want to get a screen for this to keep mud daubers and little varmints out. It's a good idea. Located up front is your front stabilizers. It operates with the push of a button, up or down. And what you will do when you get to the campsite, you're going to get off your tow vehicle with your tongue jack, and you're going to level up side to side on the low sides of your tires. You're going to put levelers under the tires to bring it up to a level side to side, and then you'll be able to level it forward and aft with the tongue jack itself. We'll get to that in just a minute. Also located up here on the passenger side, the very front, is your water heater. Your water heater is gas or electric. The electric elements are located here, gas is here, and to light it off with either one, you'll go inside and push the button. You want to make sure there's water in the tank before you light it off. You can harm the tank if you do not have sufficient water in it. So we come on around. Your LP tanks are both full. We've filled them up for you. They're on, so we can test things inside and make sure everything's working properly. Your tongue jack, as I mentioned before, operates with the push of a button. Up is up and down is down. You also have a light to work by. Your LP tanks do have a regulator located here, and once one tank runs out of gas, this one is pointing to this tank, so that's the one it's drawing from. There'll be a red flag pop up here when it's out of gas. Then you can flip it over to this tank, turn it on, get the other tank filled, and that way you'll never run out of gas. Your lithium batteries are located up here, and there's not a lot to do to them or with them. You just want to make sure that they stay nice and dry. You do have an outdoor shower. There's a hot and cold and a hose inside. So we come on around your unit. You have a gray tank, which is your kitchen sink here, and so you will hook up a hose to that when you get to the dump, and pull the valve, the gray valve, and that will empty your gray tank at your kitchen. Further back, you have a gray and black tank for your bathroom, your shower, a sink, and your toilet. The black valve back here, the black handle, is for the toilet. Once you're in a dump where you've hooked your hose to the bayonet connection and you're in a dump at the campsite, it can either be at the campsite or it will be at a dump on your way out of the campsite. You'll pull the black first, let the black tank empty, and then you will pull the gray and let it kind of wash out your hose. If and when you dump your black tank and it still shows on the meter inside that it's still full or it still has something in it, it means there's something caught on the sensors, such as paper or solids. If that happens, then you can make sure your black is open, your hose is in a dump, and then you can hook a water hose to this valve, and that will wash out your black tank. City water connection is located above that. For your city water connection, it's a good idea to have a pressure regulator to keep it at 55 pounds, and that would be hooked up at the source, not here at the trailer. So that will keep you from blowing lines inside. So we come on around. Your 50 amp service is here. All that cable is yours all the way up, and including the 50 to 30 amp adapter. We're plugged into 30 amps, so we can only run one AC at a time. I'm not sure you have two. If you do, you need 50 amps. You need to be plugged into 50 amps to run two air conditioners. Looks like you only have one, so make sure you're plugged into 30 amps before you turn that on. New spare tire. Your rear stabilizers here. Like I say, after you leveled up your unit, then you can run your stabilizers down just to stabilize the unit. It's not built to a jacket, it's just for stabilization. You have a rear entry door to your bedroom, and as we come on around, you'll notice you have outdoor speakers. Your speakers are water resistant, not waterproof, so do not spray directly into them when you are washing the unit down. They will take rainwater and they'll take you washing the unit. Now we'll go inside and do the same thing. As you come into your unit, you're going to notice your service panel over here on your right, and in order to read the convenience center, you're going to push the battery button. It shows your battery's fully charged. Well, we're plugged in and it's trickle charging on shore power. It'll also trickle charge when you're hooked to your tow vehicle. Fresh tank, we have some water in it so we can test some things out for you. Black tank is empty and the gray tanks are empty. Below that's your water heater, gas and electric. I have it on electric so we can make sure that it's working properly. And then your water pump is here because we're not hooked into city water. We do have water in your fresh tank and are able to use that. Your awning lights are located here, and then your indoor lights are here and here. Slide out operates here, and your awning extends and retracts with this button. Located off to the right of that panel is a battery heater, and that's for your ion batteries. They don't work as well in real cold weather, so there's a battery heater that you can turn on to keep them working properly. Below that you'll find your thermostat. Your thermostat is on heat now. In order to change it, you simply push the button and that turns it off. Push it again, it'll go to fan. You can have your fan on high, low, or automatic. Automatic's the best place to use it. That way when it reaches the temperature you wish, such as your AC, which just kicked on, then we'll scroll through to heat and the air conditioner will kick off and the heat will kick back on. The AC is 30 amps like I said, and the heat is LP gas only. So come on around your entertainment center. You have a nice big TV and your sound bar and your fireplace, which we have on, and you can change the lights, and it does give heat, and so that you can heat up the unit just with the elements in it on a chilly morning such as today. Below that, below your refrigerator, is your breaker panel. Your breakers are all marked as to what they go to, and past your converter are your 12 volts that are marked as well as to what they go to. So if something's not working properly, check your breaker panel first. Then you have your 12 volt refrigerator. So that means while you're traveling, it's going to stay on, and so in order to turn it on or off, you simply push the button, and then you can also set the temperatures for the freezer and or the refrigerator itself. Next to that, you'll find your central vac. You simply slide this over, put your hose in, turn it on, and it will vacuum your unit. And those hoses are underneath your bed. Up here is your cooktop. Cooktop is gas, and to light it off, you simply turn it to light and hit the sparker, and it will light each burner as you do. And to make sure they're off, when they are off, you'll see that the light is blue. Your oven, you can light the pilot by turning it to light, pushing it in and hitting the sparker, and that will light your pilot in your oven. You want to travel with your glass top down. Above that you have light and fan exhaust. And above that you have a nice microwave. Come to your sink. Gonna test your hot water. Hear your pump running, and the water is getting hot from being on electric. Electric will be just as hot as your gas, so when you're plugged into a campsite, use their electric instead of using your gas. Light switch for over your dinette, and then your recliners are here, and that button is at the other end. Your couch folds out into a bed by taking the pillows off, lifting the bottom out, and it will make into a nice sized bed. We come on around to the hallway and your bathroom. Your bathroom's a nice big bathroom with a linen and nice shower, medicine cabinet and sink. Your toilet has a foot pedal. The foot pedal pushed down slightly will fill the bowl until it's at the height you want to use it. After use, you're going to push the pedal all the way down, and that goes right down into your black tank. This is also where you're going to put your black tank chemicals. Your black tank chemicals, you can use packets or liquid, whatever is RV approved, and that way you'll keep your tank smelling nice and clean. You want to put that packet or liquid in before you start camping. After you dump, even if I'm going home, I will put more chemicals in and more water, and that will help wash out the tank and keep it nice and fresh. We'll come on back to the bedroom. Nice big bedroom. Closet here and a closet here as well, and also hook up for washer and dryer. All right, I think that pretty well takes care of the walkthrough. We want to thank you for buying your unit from Holman, and this is going to be a fun trip for you.